What's happening, my friends? It's Cat Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. It's just boxing talk. We're a group of people who just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a podcast. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. That's all. Salute to everyone and welcome to another episode of Cat Sports, the Box Story. Today, famous boxing gems. And you know what time it is. It's Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. It's the Boxtorian, bringing you all that boxing history. Boxing is the greatest sport of them all. That's why we love it. Can't get enough of it. Trump in the building. What's up, Trump? How's everyone this Tuesday afternoon edition of Cat Sports, the Boxtorian? Still early in the week. Just really getting started on another big week of boxing history. Yeah, we're going to talk about some famous gems today because, behind every great boxer is a great boxing gem, okay? Practice makes perfect. Like I was saying yesterday, even the great Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, those type of athletes practice. So, yeah. And Trump. I got Freddie's wild card gym out there in LA, the Kronk. Got Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy out there in Oxnard. Got the gym at Romanza down there in Mexico. Ignacio, Nacho, Bernstein, legendary. All the great Mexican fighters came through there. We're going to touch on all of them today. Yep. And another big week of boxing history coming up, though. Tomorrow is going to be, we're going to look at the longest reigning champions in each division, from heavyweight all the way down to strawweight, 105. The longest reigning champion in history in each division, okay? And like I was saying, heavyweight, Joe Louis is the longest reigning champion, consecutive streak, but Vladimir Klitschko, no, the other one, Vitaly Klitschko beats him out because Vitaly had the belt for the longest time. But his time was broken up. He had it, then he didn't have it, then he got it again. So he had the longest reign as heavyweight champion. But Joe Louis had the longest consecutive. I think I probably mentioned both of them, but that's tomorrow. The longest reigning champion in each division in boxing history. We're going to go all the way through heavyweight to strawweight. And then Thursday, the Boxing in the States series continues with Hawaii. We're going on through the alphabet and look at boxing history in each state and other significant events that happened in these states and some of the top boxers that came from these states. And this week is Hawaii. Yep. And the profile this week on Friday will be the life and career of Teofilo Stevenson. And we're in the fight week for who we got Saturday? I said it yesterday. Christian and Billy fighting Sergey Derevyanchenko. Yeah. That's super middleweight Saturday. Pretty good card. Got Mark Madal, the big Russian, on there against Guido Vianelli, heavyweights. And that killer, Abdullah Mason, on there, man. Yeah. And also Jahai Tucker on the card, too. So, yeah, not a bad card at all. Got a female fight on there. Yeah. Abdullah's fighting Augustin Quintana. Jahai Tucker's fighting Santiago Fernandez. Thomas Shabbat to be announced. And then that's the 17th. I think we're going on into September after that. Yeah. Mike Mazik. What's up, Mike? In the building. Yeah, we're going to be talking about them gyms today. And at the end, I'm going to go back to and look at the who was the greatest boxer to come out of each of those gyms, you know. Like wild cards, you know it's going to be Manny. Yeah. Out there with Freddie Roach. It's going to be Manny. Yeah. And like Robert Garcia. He had some whole bunch of good fighters. Now, a lot of times fighters don't fight out of the gym, but they go there and still want to get some good work in the gym. So they, you know, like Kronk. A lot of guys went through there that wasn't Kronk fighters, like Camacho and Julio Cesar Chavez, a whole bunch of guys that went through the Kronk gym. And, you know, we're going to talk about it today. Yep, got a good one for you. Still early in the week. Tuesday afternoon edition of Cat Sports, the box story. Another big week of boxing history. Yeah, we always get started about 2:30. Get some more of my regulars. I got some regular people that's here every day that's working. Get off work at 2:30. Everybody can't sit there at work with earpieces and stuff in their ears. You know, some jobs don't play that. You know, so yeah. Wait till 2:30 so we'll be closer. They won't miss as much of the show. And yeah, I'm still thinking about that great card we had this weekend. Man, that's my fight of the year. Virgil Ortiz and what was his name? Boacha. Yeah, that's my fight of the year so far. And I can't see any fight topping that. Not unless it's a rematch between those, not unless they rematch this year. That's the only way that fight gets topped, is Virgil and Boacha have a rematch. But other than that, man, they went at it, man. Non-stop action. Every round was the same, man. Coming out, going at it. No backup in either one of them. I thought the judges got it wrong, you know. But you can't call it a robbery. It was a good, close fight, so I thought they got it wrong, but I ain't saying robbery now. That's a great fight. And you know, Virgil was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu on an August 3rd card. That might have been a little similar to that, you know. But I don't think Tim Tszyu could have stood up to. If Virgil was landing on Tim Tszyu like he was on that guy, I don't know if Tim could have stood up to that onslaught, man. That guy had a beard on him. Ooh. You know, because Virgil normally gets people out of there. Landing those kind of shots he was landing, but yeah. But even Robbie Garcia, Virgil's manager, said the guy deserved a rematch. And he said if they didn't get Virgil and Bud, you know, Boachuck deserved a rematch. And Bobisi versus Reno rematch. Set for December. Okay. So right. So they're gonna have that rematch in December. Yeah, that'll be a good one too. Yeah. Thank you, Trump. I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, you know, every time you get good fights like that, man, it deserves a rematch. Close fight. Decision is, you know, a lot of people going back and forth about the decision. Do it again. But you know, Oscar and the Turkey Ali Sheik wanted Virgil and Bud. They talked about it before the fight even happened. Let's talk fashion in the building. Hashtag JBT. What's up, Revo? Yeah, they talked about it before the fight. So, you know, any kind of way they could have got out of there getting Virgil that decision, they was going to do it. Okay. And Harvey Dock was on board for it. They told Harvey, any kind of help you can give Virgil, give it to him. Look at that first round knockdown he waved off, man. Anybody saw that, People saw that watching TV. Harvey's right in the ring with him. Yeah, I'm still talking about that fight. I can't get over that, man. Harvey Dock is either cheating or incompetent, either of which he shouldn't be refereeing. Okay? He either cheated and didn't call it a knockdown, or if he missed it, it's incompetence. Either way, he shouldn't be refereeing, man. No excuse for that. Then walks over to the ropes. Are y'all good with that being a slip? You know damn well it wasn't no slip, Harvey. STFU, man. You know it wasn't no slip. But fortunately, later on they got it right. Because if they had left it standing like that, a no knockdown, and then Chuck lost anyway. But if he had lost without them giving it a knockdown, it would have been some shit. But I don't think Virgil did enough to overcome 2 knockdowns. I really don't. Yeah, Usyk versus Fury is coming up too. Yeah, better be involved. We got Spence and Pandora coming up. Remember? So yeah, we're in great shape, Tom. Melanie Queen 27 is in the building. What's up, Queen? How are you today? We're gonna talk about these famous gyms. Because like I said, behind every great boxer, there's a great gym, Practice makes perfect, and you gotta have somewhere to practice that. And one thing all these top gyms have in common, they have legendary trainers running them, okay? Legendary trainers running them, okay? And a lot of other great coaches working with them. Yeah. Like Trump was saying, the Wild Card Boxing Club, Freddie Roach out in LA, Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy, Oxnard, California, the Kronk Gym, Detroit. Yeah, Mayweather Boxing Club made it in Las Vegas. Gleason's Gym up there in the Bronx, Group Still, and the 5th Street, Angelo's old gym, 5th Street Gym, yeah, down there in Miami Beach. Mm-hmm. We just talked about that when we did Florida a couple weeks ago, when Florida was the state for the Boxing in the State series. Well, right? Yeah, we did. We talked about 5th Street Gym. We're gonna talk about it again today. What does it mean when they put this little eye? Is somebody watching this? But yeah, boxing, famous boxing gym. And tomorrow is a real good one. There was Panama Lewis from. He had Magical Waters. Yeah, Panama Lewis. I'm not sure, Sean. Anybody know in the chat where Panama Lewis was from? Yeah, with the right, with the Magical Water. Yeah, and stones for hand wraps. Yeah, he had the Magical Water, Trump. Oh, Panama. But yeah, good one. Tomorrow is going to be longest reigning champions in each weight division. Yeah, and it's going by don't have to be consecutive like Joe Louis. It's just going to be the longest reigning. You can lose it and get it back. That's still being champion. So Vladimir Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko. I always get them mixed up. Vitaly Klitschko, the oldest, has it at heavyweight. He edged Joe Louis out. Joe Louis had the longest consecutive. Vitaly had it more days. Okay. Emmanuel Lewis's daughter has something to do with the Kronk Gym nowadays. I didn't have time, but I'm going to look into that as the show going on. I can walk and chew, y'all. I can multitask. I was working on today's show yesterday. I was working on today's show while I was doing yesterday's show. Sure was. Yeah. These things run together. Not enough hours in the day. Like I was saying, the show may be 2 hours, but it takes a hell of a lot longer than 2 hours to put it together. Panama, Trump. we, we should have known that, Trump. Panama Lewis is from Panama, Trump. I didn't know either. The question, after you get it didn't sound so bad before we had the answer, but it sounds like a crazy question after that. I didn't know either though, Trump. Trump said, "Where's Panama Lewis from?" I looked it up. It said Panama. I'm sorry. That's kind of funny there. Mike Rim. Oh, Mike Rim's been in the building. Mike Rim in the building. That's Mike Magic. What's up, Mike Rim? How you doing today? Yeah, Panama Lewis is from Panama. Okay. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. Well, how's everybody? This Tuesday afternoon, still early in the week. Still just coming off the weekend, getting the work week started. What's up, Mike? Mike Grimm in the building. Yeah. That was funny when I saw that answer, Trump. I put in the Google, where's Panama Lewis from? It came back Panama. I should have said, you dummy. Don't talk about me. Yeah. That's crazy. But boxing in the States. No, that's Thursday. Sorry, I'm messing up. Famous boxing clubs today. Famous boxing clubs. We're gonna get into it in about 5 minutes. Give a few more people time to get in here. Yeah. Everybody hitting on their appreciation, but another big card coming up this weekend. That killer Abdullah Mason back in action. Jahai Tucker on the card too. Mark Mondov, the big Russian guy, is on there. I forgot the other guy, the heavyweight guy's name. Made him quit last year with them body shots. He beat Frank Sanchez earlier this year. Remember? I can't think of his name. Sanchez had something wrong with his knee or something. And they was ranting and raving about Mark McDowell, but that guy made him take a knee. Yes, he did. Put him away. Anybody in the chat know? Don't forget about our rep. We got it's gonna be 3 guys this time. Carvajal. Yeah, Carvajal. Yeah, that's remember he beat Frank Sanchez earlier this year, and I think it was it last year? That might have been this year too. I think it was earlier this year. Yeah, Carvajal's been busy. But yeah, Trump, you are 100% right. We got some, and that's him. Yeah, Carvajal. What's up, Ed McQueen? Yeah, Trump, you are right. We have some great fights coming up. Like you said, Bivol and Beterbiev, if we get it, we got to cross our fingers for that. Fury and Usyk and Earl and Fundora, remember? Earl Spence and Fundora is fighting. Is it October? Sometime this year. And the one you said, Robeisy, the rematch. I wouldn't mind seeing the rematch of this Saturday main event. Virgil and can't remember the guy's name. The rematch from the main event Saturday. I wouldn't mind. I think I'd rather see that than Virgil and Bud. Yeah. Over Chuck. I would rather see him and Virgil in place of Virgil and Bud. Of course, Virgil and Bud is a bigger fight when you're talking about the money and all of that kind of stuff. But the better fight, we see another one of those. That was a fight. That's my fight of the year to this point. And I was thinking that the only thing tops it is those two fighting a rematch. Because, man, that was just nonstop action every round. They just came back out there and got straight to it. And you can't call it a robbery. I thought Boy Chuck edged it out, but you can't call it a robbery because it was a good, close fight. And, good close fight. Yeah. And it was an interim strap, so WBC, I think Pandora has that, putting that on the line against Earl. But they're going to make, I think they're going to make, oh yeah, he does look like Amir Khan, and a big Amir Khan. Yup. Where's is Carvalho? Are they from the same place? Him and Carvalho and Amir Khan? I'm not sure. But yeah, they do have a strong resemblance to each other. A couple of minutes, we're going to start talking about these famous boxing gyms, you know? Because behind every great fighter, there's a great boxing gym. And the one thing in common about these gyms, they all have great legendary trainers, you know, or had, you know, because some of them have passed on, like Emmanuel and I think the one from Brandon, he's from the UK. He had a nice, I got two big time UK gyms on here, and I got one in Mexico, the one that Ignacio Beristain ran. Nacho. Yeah, he had some great Mexican fighters come through there. He trained managed about 80 world champions. 80 plus world champions. Juan Manuel Marquez, his brother. Both Marquez brothers. But we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all the whole show before I get started. Yeah. But yeah, we got Al Booker's probably coming, and I know Lonnie Lee is coming. But don't forget the raffle. It's going to be 3 winners this time. Top prize is that Melanin Queen 27. Nobody puts it in there. It's man, what's wrong with my memory today? But anyway, we're going to have 3 prizes, okay? In this one. I know one of them is an air fryer. I think we're going to be giving away some headphones. I'm not sure on that yet, but pretty sure it's going to be some headphones in the top prize. Okay. And just send $10 to $ JBT Network, all caps, and just put the number 1 behind it. We're getting people slowly getting in right now, but just like the other raffle, the TV, the closer we get, then the more people will start getting in. And D1 has his TV. D1 won the last raffle, and he has his TV up there in New York watching it. There it is, right there. Okay. Apple 10th generation iPad is the first prize. Apple 10th generation iPad. And air fryer. Everybody can use the air fryer. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice pair of headphones. Okay? Yeah. And 3 winners this time. So 3 nice prizes. Way more than $10. So that's all it costs. Or 3 tickets for $25. Can't beat that. But good luck to everybody ahead of time. Let's get ready to start talking about these famous boxing gyms today. Tuesday afternoon edition of Cass Sports The Box Story. Almost time for another Let's Talk Fashion already. Today is Tuesday. Wow. So, yeah. 3:45, we're going to try to get a preview. Remo is a part of the other Friday show, The Casual Stuff, comes on Friday. Remo and Aunt McQueen, 11 o'clock. We got all kinds of new shows starting up. The JBT. Okay, just boxing talk. That's all. How's everybody doing this Tuesday afternoon? Doing well? Got the work week started back off okay? Don't worry. It'll be the weekend again in about 2 or 3 hours. Don't worry. It'll be here before you know it. Because last week, remember, it went from Tuesday to Friday. We didn't have a Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, don't worry. The week will be over soon, very soon. Watch. Okay, let's go with today's show. Lonnie Lee will be here in a few minutes. Al Booger will be along. Don't forget to get your raffle tickets. Yeah, once we get the, as soon as we know, you'll know about all the prizes. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop saying the air fryer and the headphones because it's not confirmed. Only thing confirmed is the Apple 10th generation iPad. But there are going to be 2 other prizes. We're just not sure what we have an idea, but we're not sure what they are yet, okay? The first prize is that. Ooh, I might get in it. No, I can't get in it. Okay. Famous boxing gym. I'm thinking about it. So don't be surprised. The winner is Cass Sports. I mean, if my name is in there, I can pull it out just like anybody else's name. No, I'm not getting it. I'm just kidding. Famous boxing gyms. Boxing is a sport that requires immense skill, discipline, and determination, right? And like I was saying, and behind every great boxer is a great boxing gym, where countless hours of training, sweat, and hard work take place. Now, from legendary boxing halls to state-of-the-art facilities, the world is home to some truly exceptional gyms that have produced some of the greatest fighters in history. And today, we will take a look at 10 of the best boxing gyms in the world. And not the 10 best, 10 of the best boxing gyms in the world, okay? Now, why does the gym matter, Let's take a look at the role of training facilities in a boxer's success. Now, boxing is not just about throwing punches and dodging blows, right? It's an intricate dance of strategy, agility, and strength. And to excel in this demanding sport, having a top-notch training facility is crucial, okay? Crucial. And the gym plays a vital role in shaping a boxer's success. Firstly, a well-equipped gym provides the necessary tools for training, from punching bags, speed bags, to boxing rings and strength and training equipment. These facilities have it all, okay? Have it all nowadays. Just like any other sport, The training part has really picked up a lot from how it used to be, because everybody's getting bigger, faster, more skilled. So, training is very important. You win a large part of winning the fight is before you even get to the arena on fight night. It's in training, getting ready for the fight. So training facilities are crucial, and having the right type of equipment in that training facility, right? Now, this enables fighters to practice their techniques, improve their speed and accuracy, and build their strength and endurance. Additionally, training in a professional boxing gym creates an environment of dedication and discipline. Sure does. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share the same goals and passion can be incredibly motivating, right? Yes, it can. And the energy and determination in the air push boxers to work harder and strive for greatness. Moreover, reputable gyms often have experienced trainers and coaches who can provide valuable guidance. These professionals have firsthand experience in the ring and can impact their knowledge, helping boxers refine their skills and reach their full potential. Ultimately, The gym serves as a sanctuary for boxers, a place where they can focus solely on their craft. It provides a space free from distractions and allows fighters to channel their energy towards honing their skills. Okay? Like a sanctuary. Yeah. No distractions. Everybody's in there for the same goal, to become a better fighter. Crossing borders. A look at the best boxing gyms around the globe. Okay. Now, boxing is a sport that transcends borders, and the best boxing gyms can be found anywhere in the world, all around. From the bustling streets of New York City to the vibrant neighborhoods of Mexico City, these gyms are home to some of the most dedicated and talented boxers on the planet. In the United States, legendary gyms like Gleason's Gym in Brooklyn and the Wildcard Boxing Club in Los Angeles have become iconic landmarks in the boxing community. Meanwhile, the UK boasts renowned gyms like the Peacock Gym in London, where world champions have trained and honed their skills. Across the pond, Mexico has produced numerous world-class fighters with gyms like the Romanza Gym in Mexico City, being the training grounds for some of the country's greatest boxing legends. Yep, the Romanza Gym, Mexico City, that's on here. No matter where you go, the passion for the sport and the drive for greatness are universal in these boxing gyms. Universal, okay? No matter where you go. Now, Sweat and Success. We're going to have an in-depth review of 10 of the top boxing gyms in the world. And when it comes to the world's best boxing gyms, these 10 establishments stand out from the rest. Each gym on this list has earned its place through a combination of world-class training programs, top-notch facilities, and a track record of producing exceptional boxers. From New York to London, Mexico City to Los Angeles, these gyms have become breeding grounds for greatness. Okay? All right, let's get ready to get started here. Sound like that introduction? Okay. Got that from a couple different places. Now let's get into these gyms.
First $1 million game since the famous Dempsey County Long House.
I was going to my slides. That's the introduction. Sorry about that. Okay. The first gym is going to be the Wildcard Boxing Club in Los Angeles. Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach's Wildcard Boxing Club. Okay? Los Angeles. Ronnie Lee didn't come in yet. Now, the t-shirt behind the counter says it all. It ain't easy. The people who train at Freddie Roach's Wildcard Boxing Club know that neither boxing nor life is easy, right? The harder you train, the more respect you earn. And the harder you fight, the more fights you win. Inside the ring and out. For 33 years, Freddie Roach and the Strip Mall Gym at the corner of Santa Monica and Boulevard and Vine has been in the heart and soul of Los Angeles boxing. Santa Monica and Vine. As the training home of more than 35 world champions, including Miguel Cotto, Amir Khan, James Toney, and 8th Division world champion Manny Pacquiao, Wildcard Boxing has produced some of the best talent the sport of boxing has ever seen. No doubt. Originally from the Boston area, Freddie Roach began his professional boxing career as a brawling featherweight. He and his brothers, Al, Pepper, Joey, and Paul Jr., were trained by their father, Paul. And they became the Fighting Roach Brothers. They became local legends up there in Boston, right? And after 150 amateur fights, Freddie turned professional at the age of 18. He was trained and mentored by Hall of Fame trainer Eddie Futch. And from 1978 to 1986, Freddie fought his way to 41 wins, 13 losses, and 17 knockouts. Now, the sport took its toll physically on Freddie, but his love for boxing never waned. Upon retirement, Freddie began training boxers, and a few years later, he moved to LA. In 1995, he opened the Wild Card Boxing Club, and the rest is history. A 7-time Trainer of the Year, more than 40 world champions, and a 2012 induction to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Okay? Those are Freddie's credentials. And in a town full of stars, it ain't easy to rise above the glitter and glitz to become a superstar. And while that was never the goal, Freddie Roach's Wild Card Boxing Club is now a Hollywood icon in and of itself. A humble strip mall gym where neighborhood locals, world famous movie stars, and world champion boxers train, spar, and sweat side by side 365 days a year. Freddie Roach's Wild Card Gym, Wild Card Boxing Club. It's Freddie and Manny, his star people. At the end, I'm going to come back and just look at one of the top fighters that came out of each of these. Yes, of course, for the wild card, it would be Manny. Why don't I do that right after I do the quick look at Manny? Okay, Pac-Man. Now, no fighter in history has won world titles in more weight classes than Manny Pacquiao. The Filipino legend has done it in 8 divisions, okay? A remarkable feat for a fighter who turned pro at 106 pounds in 1995, won his first title at 112 pounds in 1998, and eventually won a 154-pound belt, even though he weighed only 144.6 for that fight in 2010. Now, Manny could have won titles in 10 of boxing's 17 weight classes, but he never fought at junior bantamweight or bantamweight. He skipped over those. Instead, he skipped over those 2 and won his second title at junior featherweight. Manny Pacquiao, one of the best fighters to come out of Freddie Roach's Wild Card Gym. Now let's move on to number 2 is Gleason's Gym, up there in the Bronx. Gleason's Gym. There's Lonnie Lee. What's up, Lonnie Lee? All you missed was Freddie Roach's Wild Card Gym out there in Los Angeles. You know, Freddie is, of course, a former professional boxer himself, came from a boxing family, raised in Boston, moved to LA, and trained over 40 world champions. Opened the Wild Card Gym in 1995, Lonnie, and Freddie is a 2012 inductee of the International Boxing Hall of Fame, right? And he has movie stars, world champions, and just local people from the neighborhood training side by side 365 days a year out there. Little update for Lonnie. Just missed one Wild Card Boxing Gym. Now, number 2 is the Gleason's Gym up in New York. Lonnie Lee, hashtag JBT, that is. Salute, Lonnie. Okay. Gleason's Gym. The Bronx. Now, Peter Robert Gagliardi, a flyweight turned bantamweight, changed his name to Bobby Gleason in order to appeal to predominantly Irish New York fight crowd of the era. And he opened the doors to Gleason's Gym in 1937. Okay. Now, Gleason's Gym flourished along with boxing in the 40s and 50s, but the 60s took their toll. the sport declined. Stillman's gym and the old garden disappeared. That left Gleason's gym as the last remnant of boxing's golden age in New York City, right? Now, the gym was located in the lower Bronx. Fighters from the East, West, and the world made it to Gleason's gym. The gym was the largest in the city at that time. Now, Bobby Gleason was not as bad as he made himself out to be. He was a feisty, well-dressed, principled man with enormous energy and a sense of humor. And he was known to let guys slide for months if they didn't have the money to pay their dues. Okay? Yeah. Now, on a normal afternoon at the gym, it was packed. All the punching bags were in motion, and every inch of the floor space was used for shadow boxing or skipping rope. And there was at least an hour and a half wait to get in the ring, okay? It was first come, first serve. You know, hour and a half wait to get in there. The gym grew in stature as locals such as Jake LaMotta, Mike Beloise, Phil Terranova, and Jimmy Carter punched their way through the rankings to win world titles. And before his upset of Sonny Liston in 1964, Cassius Clay trained at Gleason's gym. And over the last 30 years, Bruce Silverglade. Over the last 30 years, I went to put Bruce up now, I lost my place. Here we go. Over the last 30 years, Bruce Silverglade has been busy keeping one of boxing's grandest traditions alive. He is currently the driving force behind Gleason's gym, a boxing treasure since 1937. Okay? It's now one of the last of New York's thriving boxing gyms. Gleason's had been the training headquarters for legends like Jake LaMotta. That's Jake on the left there. It has been the training headquarters for legends like Jake LaMotta, Muhammad Ali, Roberto Duran, a handsome stone. In all, 136 world champions have trained inside the gym's hallowed walls. There are current world champions training at Gleason's gym, as well as numerous contenders and dozens of Golden Gloves champions. And yes, women train at Gleason's too. Yep. Women train there too. Gleason's gym. Okay. And out of Gleason's, Jake LaMotta, one of the bigger names to come out of there. Jake the Snake LaMotta. Well, that wasn't his name. The Bronx Bull was Jake's nickname. And remember, we know him from most known for his 6 fights with Sugar Ray. Lost 5 out of 6, but that's very misleading. The series was not one-sided at all. I've seen all 6. I thought it should be 3-3. But, the judges didn't think so. But Jake, one of the big fighters to come out of Gleason. He was born July 10th, 1922, New York. And American boxer, world middleweight boxing champion from 1949 to 1951, known for his stamina and fierceness in the ring. And those things earned him the nickname, the Bronx Bull. Jake liked finesse, and he often allowed himself to take a severe beating just to get a couple punches in. Jake LaMotta, the Bronx Bull. He was later called the Raging Bull because the guy that wrote the book felt that a lot of people didn't know where the Bronx was, so he changed it to the Raging Bull. Okay? That's where that name came from, the Raging Bull. But during his career, he was known as the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. That's him on the left there. Okay. The next gym is the Kronk. Number 3 is the Kronk. The Kronk gym. It's the Kronk. Okay. Now, the Kronk gym is a boxing gym located in Detroit, Michigan, once led by legendary trainer Emanuel Stewart. Okay. It was run out of the basement of the oldest recreation center of the city of Detroit, and it became a household name in the boxing world. Okay, the Kronk did, yeah. Became a household name. There's the Kronk's most famous pupil, the hitman, Thomas Hearns, and Emanuel. It became a magnet to young talent following the enormous success and high profile of world champions like Thomas the Hitman Hearns in the 1980s. It was named after Detroit City Councilman John Kronk. The facility opened in 1921. And Kronk really began to earn fame during the late 1970s when prospects like Hilmer Kenty, Thomas Hearns, and Mickey Goodwin trained there. In 1980, Hilmer Kenty became Kronk's first world champion, with the Hitman following just months later. And here are some of the other great Kronk fighters that became world champions: Milton McCrory, Jimmy Paul, Dwayne Thomas, Steve McCrory, Mark Breland, and contenders Tarek Talmacy and Oba Carr. And Kronk also had a top-level amateur program. In 1984, 4 Kronk fighters were ranked in the world's top 10 by the Amateur International Boxing Association in their respective weight classes. And I believe 2 Kronk fighters won gold medals on that 1984 team. Okay. I think it was 2 of them. D for the Win in the building. What's up, D for the Win? And GP, Gregory Pratt, aka GP, hashtag JBT. Salute, gentlemen. We are talking about famous boxing gyms today. Right now we're on the third one, the Kronk, up there in Detroit. You see Emanuel Stewart, they run the Kronk. Emanuel was the one that really made it famous. And Thomas Hearns is like the most famous boxer to come out of the Kronk. And what's up, Gregory Pratt and D for the Win. And Cannabis, Education, and Entertainment TV in the building. All right. What's up, Cannabis, Education, and Entertainment TV? Salute, Bruce Gass, my brother. How you doing today? Cannabis, Education, and Entertainment TV. Salute. I keep saying it because I'm right. It's a lot of right. One of the days when I start getting 40 or 50 people in here, I'm not going to be able to write everybody down and call out everybody at the end. You know, the big channels call everybody out in the beginning because they got 40 people when they start. I do it at the end. Okay, because I don't have enough people to call out at the beginning. But it's all good. But how's everybody doing this Tuesday afternoon? Still early in the week of Cat Sports. And stick around, 3:45, we're going to get a preview of tomorrow's Let's Talk Fashion. If he don't duck me. No, it was my fault last time. I forgot. But yeah, 3:45, look for a preview from tomorrow's Let's Talk Fashion. But back to the Kronk, okay? But salute to 3 brothers just came in. D for the Win, Gregory Pratt, and Cannabis, Education, Entertainment TV, and Ace. Ace in the building. What's up, Ace? How are you today? Didn't see you come in. Salute. Talking about boxing gyms. We're up to the Kronk. If I can find out where I was at real quick. Okay. Yeah, the Kronk had a pretty good amateur program too. They had 4 fighters in 1984 ranked in the top 10 in their respective weight classes by the Amateur International Boxing Association. And I believe they had 2 gold medalists on that. I know Steve McCrory was one. I'm not sure. I think they had 2 gold medalists on that 1984 team. And among the many world champions who trained at Kronk at least once during their careers are Michael Moorer. These were like visitors, you know, they weren't regular Kronk fighters. But they did train there at least once during their career. Michael Moorer, Wilfred Benitez, Hector Camacho, Julio Cesar Chavez, Nassim Hamed, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. Well, Lennox trained there way more than once because he was trained by Emanuel during his part of his career, right? After he fired Pepe, what was his name? Pepe Correa or something like that. He hired Emmanuel. And when Lennox fought the guy that started crying, when Lennox fought him, Emmanuel was in the other corner. But that was the fight after that when Lennox hired Emmanuel. Jermaine Taylor also trained at Kronk at least once, and Tyson Fury. Now, Kronk opened the second gym in Tucson, Arizona during the 1990s, right? And a new host of fighters who would later become world champions arrived there, including Gerald McClellan. In September 2006, the original Kronk gym in Detroit was closed after a break-in. And they also had a fire a few years later. Then a new facility was reopened in a new location in Detroit in 2015. And that's where the gym is currently located, the Kronk gym. And of course, the most famous person to come out of the Kronk is, of course, the Hitman, you know, right? Thomas the Hitman Hearn. That's him on the screen. And what was Hitman? Fought in like 5 divisions. He was a 5-time world champion. He had some legendary fights. Was in a 3-round fight with Marvin Hagler, was fight of the year. 3 rounds. Okay? And he was one of the standout boxers of the 1980s. Okay? He was the first professional fighter to win titles in 4 weight divisions. Hearns was first before Manny, Sugar Ray, Oscar, Floyd, all of them. He was known as the Hitman for his devastating punching power. And he ultimately won world titles in 5 weight classes, from welterweight all the way up to light heavyweight. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, most famous pupil by far to come out of the Kronk. Yeah. And there he is, him and Emmanuel. Okay. Next, number 4 is the Summit Gym. That's in Big Bear Lake, California, the Summit Gym. Abel Sanchez, Triple G, trained out there. Summit. Yeah, we're going to have some link time today, too. So stick around for that. Okay, the Summit Gym, Big Bear Lake, California. Now, boxing's combination of Gennady Golovkin, Abel Sanchez, and this quiet town in the San Bernardino Mountains has become one of the sport's greatest success stories. There's Abel and Triple G right there. Yeah. It's become one of boxing's greatest success stories. Now, the entirety of Triple G's record-tying 20 consecutive middleweight title defenses was orchestrated here inside this 3-story home that Sanchez built in 2001. The Summit Gym, as it's now known, has somewhat of a complicated history. Now, originally, Sanchez was a builder. He owned a construction company. He was a builder. And originally, he designed the building in the late 1990s with former heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis and Hall of Fame trainer Emanuel Stewart in mind. Because, in addition to training fighters, Sanchez owned a construction company, right? He designed the building for Lewis and Stewart, but they never used it. In the house, while he was doing some construction, Sanchez had a stroke, and he retired from boxing for a little while. And this house sat empty for 6 years, right? Then, in 2008, Oscar De La Hoya decided to hold a camp there ahead of his fight with Manny Pacquiao. And Oscar holding the camp there brought instant credibility to the place, brought attention. So a couple years later, in 2010, Triple G showed up at Big Bear. His advisors arranged an introduction to Sanchez, who had never heard of the relatively unknown Triple G at the time, right? And Triple G liked the privacy of the gym and also the idea of a facility in which he could sleep, eat, and train without even stepping outside, right? And Sanchez became his trainer, and Triple G trained at the Summit Gym for the rest of his career. And this trifecta of boxer, coach and atmosphere was always meant to be when Sanchez designed and built the gym. Although he designed it for Emmanuel Lewis and Lennox, Emmanuel Stewart and Lennox Lewis, but him and Triple G had a pretty good partnership there. That was the Summit Gym in Big Bear, California. Joe Gallagher's Academy over in the UK. Joe Gallagher. Now, Joe Gallagher's Academy. The UK Joe Gallagher Academy campus, in partnership with England Boxing, provides a unique opportunity to combine full-time education with professional boxing coaching. As the official program for England Boxing's talented pathway in Greater Manchester is Joe Gallagher. I don't know who that is with me. The Joe Gallagher Academy students also undertake the additional DISC qualifications and receive highly qualified and technical coaching to an elite level, with a dedicated gym space as well as education suite and on-site canteen. The students and student athletes experience an inspirational environment to maximize their position. Pathways are also available into higher education with the Academy in partnership with Beauty Center of Sport. We also see regular visits from external speakers, as well as visitors from professional boxing mentors from the stable of Joe Gallagher, such as Natasha Jonas, Paul Butler, Clark Smith, Anthony Crolla, Callum Smith, and Liam Smith. Okay, Joe Gallagher's Boxing Academy. Next is Engel Boxing, Sheffield, England. And by Brandon Engel. There's Brandon. Engel Boxing, Sheffield, England. For over 4 decades, Brandon Engel and the Engel Gym have been training, managing, and guiding boxers. Pearl Bomber Graham, Brian Rhodes, Johnny Nelson, Prince Nassim Ahmed, Junior Witter, and Kell Brooks are all synonymous with the gym and all learned their trade in the classic, raw, and no-nonsense surroundings of a converted church hall. Since 1964, iron girders have watched over while holding rows of heavy bags for the fighters to train, as the gym has forged champions. A rough, worn wooden floor, rattled and splintered with dust collecting in nearby corners, but still showing lines and circles, dictating how footwork taught in the gym should be maintained and mastered. 2 speed bags hinged on the walls, and a ring standing alone at the end of the hall where it has been since the beginning. Medicine balls and iron bars used to anchor feet to sit up and strengthen abdominals. Bars attached to the iron girders above the gym serve for pull-ups, while metal rings on the wall are hinged for holding drinks. No set cardiovascular area members skip, step, up, run laps of the hall, or use human road itself, where the gym is based. It was getting late here. I can't read all that right. Okay. A changing room is a few old lockers. A changing room is just a few old lockers, a shower, toilets, and the door in and out. Radiators turned on in the winter and side doors open in the summer. No air conditioning, treadmills, or hand bikes. but everything a fighter needs and requires to train. That was the Ingle Gym from the UK. Now the Fifth Street Gym down in Miami Beach, Florida. Fifth Street Gym. Now the Fifth Street Gym got its start in 1950 when Chris Dundee began promoting big-time boxing in Miami Beach. It quickly became the celebrated University of Boxing, overseen by Chris the Wizard of Oz and his brother, Angelo the Prince of Oz Dundee. The gym was also a magnet for a wide range of international celebrities, including Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Jackie Gleason, Malcolm X, The Beatles, Sean Connery, Frank Sinatra, Sylvester Stallone, and a myriad of others were absorbed into the gym's legendary mystique. Okay? That's the prize pupil right there. Muhammad Ali trained there when he was young. Took an apartment in Miami Beach. Yep. Boxing people the world over sent their fighters to be trained at the Fifth Street Gym. Every possible thing that could be taught about this gym, every possible thing that could be taught about this grim profession of boxing was taught by the Wizard. It originally lasted around 4 decades and created countless world champions, such as Carmen Basilio, Willie Pastrano, and the greatest of them all, Cassius Clay, who later became the legendary Muhammad Ali. He still remains the shining accomplishment of the Fifth Street Gym. And the gym helped shape the history of Miami Beach. It is synonymous with the history of Miami Beach for what it was and what it has become once again. And the gym became a tourist attraction in the decayed streets as the money had moved north. And the biggest names and fighters paraded through this magical gym known as Fifth Street Gym. Ali, Basilio, Griffith, Archie Moore, Willie Pep, Sonny Liston, Roberto Duran. The list is infinite. Now, as shabby and unkempt as the area was, the gym simply belonged. Okay? It had taken many years, but once again, the gym came alive in 2009. Now, the Wizard was gone, and the original concrete was gone, and Ali and Pacheco had aged by then, along with Angelo. However, the magic of Fifth Street Gym was reborn, and the love of boxing was back. The rebirth of the Fifth Street Gym has continued to keep its spirit alive. Tom Tusatis and Dino Spencer dusted off Oz, and with the guidance and blessing of Angelo, the gym once again reopened in its original location at 5th and Washington. Dino Spencer, Angelo Dundee's student and protege, is in the direct lineage for the gym. Dino, who has been around the gym since he was a little kid, is now here to condition, work corners, and teach a new crop and change generation the art of boxing, and at the time, a newfound sport of MMA to youth, women, and newcomers. Tusatis, who shares the same birthday with Muhammad Ali, January 17th, used his passion for boxing to revive the gym and sustain the legacy of his predecessor. Spencer and Tusatis used the surreal energy of the legends who used to train at the Fifth Street Gym to uphold the memory of some of the greatest individuals in boxing history. The Fifth Street Gym down in Miami Beach. Next is Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy. That's in Oxnard. Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy. Okay. There's Robert. There's Robert and Mike. Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. The Robert Garcia Boxing Academy is not only well known in California, where it's located, but it also has a stellar worldwide reputation. When your gym is responsible for creating world champions, it's hard to go unnoticed. Okay, Robert Garcia grew up with boxing in his blood. He fought as an amateur until the age of 17 when he turned professional. After he retired from boxing at the age of 26, and after taking some time away from the sport, he came to help his dad at the boxing gym and started coaching promising athletes, and the rest is history. Garcia's gym is top level and well respected. Some notable fighters that Robert Garcia has trained include Mikey Garcia, Nonito Donaire, Brandon Rios, Antonio Margarito, and Kelly Pavlik. Garcia also trains current world champions Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Jose Valenzuela, and Virgil Ortiz. And Garcia was selected as the 2012 Trainer of the Year by the Boxing Writers Association of America. He has trained nearly 20 world champions and counting. Robert Garcia, Boxing Academy, Oxnard, California. Okay. The Mayweather Boxing Club. What did I do? Bear with me for a minute. Okay, there we go. Next is Mayweather Boxing. Find a whole lot on Mayweather Boxing Club. There's the outside of it. Mayweather Boxing Club. Okay. Located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Time is flying. Floyd Mayweather, the former 50-0 boxing champion, launched Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in 2018 after retiring from the sport. Now, the brand is based on Mayweather's personal fitness regimen, which combines boxing routines with functional training. The workouts are designed to challenge people of all fitness levels, and members can burn up to 1,000 calories per class. Every class is different. Some classes are far more boxing oriented, which is great for burning calories, building muscle, and increasing balance. Other classes are centered around high intensity training and cardio. This versatile approach keeps members on their toes and increases engagement. Boxing is an extremely empowering activity. It's a great way to burn calories, get fit, and release a lot of stress. Excuse me. Now, the biggest name other than Floyd Mayweather Jr. himself to be associated with the gym is current face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis. Had to put that in. Current face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis. Other notable boxers that have trained at the gym include Devin Haney, Kevin Johnson, Juan Heraldez, Linnell Bellows, Michael Hunter, Keith Hunter, and Thomas Hill. Wow, Thomas Hill. That ain't our Thomas Hill, is it? BBO Boxing TV in the building. What's up, BBO Boxing TV? You get T.O. my message yet, BBO? No more Steve Clackett? What's up, BBO? Got to pick with BBO when he comes. It wouldn't be right. Salute to BBO Boxing TV. Won't you come on at 8 o'clock tonight, BBO? 8 o'clock weekdays, I think. BBO Boxing TV, check him out. That's a fire JBT channel. Salute, BBO. Make sure you give T.O. my message too. Don't be scared. Okay. Yeah. Next is the Romanza Gym in Mexico City. Oh man, I forgot to put the picture. This goes with Mayweather Boxing Club. This be his star people, remember? Okay. Yeah, Romanza Gym. This is the final one. We're gonna have some link time today. Salute, BBO. Ramon's the Gym, Mexico City. Okay. That's Ignacio Beristain and Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas. Ignacio Nacho Beristain. Excuse me, let me take a drink of water. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Smash on the appreciation button. Don't forget tomorrow is what is tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow is the longest reigning champion in boxing history in each weight class. Brought to you by Remo. You know, tomorrow is Wednesday. This idea come out of the chat. And I'm always taking ideas for Wednesday shows, by the way. Yeah. But tomorrow is brought to you by Remo. The longest reigning champions in boxing history in each weight class, from heavyweight all the way down to strawweight, unlimited all the way down to 105. Okay, we're gonna look at the longest reigning champion in each weight class tomorrow, and then a little profile on each one of them. But right now, Ramon's the Gym, Mexico City. Okay, and that's Ignacio Nacho Beristain and Ray Vargas. He managed a lot of legendary Mexican fighters. He did. The Ramon's the Gym is a boxing mecca in Mexico City, where Hall of Fame trainer Ignacio Nacho Beristain has held court since 1992. Now 85 years old, Nacho has managed more than 30 world champions, including Juan Manuel Marquez, who knocked out Manny Pacquiao in what was billed as the fight of the decade. The gym is a Spartan space, gritty and stripped down to the essential training equipment. Every morning, professionals and amateurs pack in, filling the spar space with the steady slap of speed bags and flurries of sparring. Some fighters come with dreams of being Nacho's next star. Others just come to get a fresh start. And notable boxers that trained at the gym include Juan Manuel Marquez, Juan's brother, Rafael Marquez, Daniel Zaragoza, and Humberto Gonzalez, all world champions and all members of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Now let's go back and look at some of the, the top fighter from each of these, one of the top fighters, you know, coming out of each of these gyms. Bruce Gass, Boxing, Jazz, and More in the building. Appreciate you, Bruce Gass. James Brody. What's up, James? How are you today? Good to see you. James Brody in the building. And Bruce Gass. Boxing, Jazz, and More in the building. Okay. So I get 2 likes from Bruce Gass. Right. And man, yeah, Bruce Gass. I hadn't even given him a wrench the other day. That was the other one, though. Cannabis Education and Entertainment TV. Bruce Gass. Salute Bruce Gass, Boxing, Jazz, and More. And James Brody. Okay. Did a couple of them. Let me see. Where did I start? I did Thomas Hearns. Next was the Summit Gym. Triple G. Let's take a look at Triple G right quick. Okay. How's everybody today? You know, it's still early in the week. We're going to have some link time at around 3:30-ish. 3:30-ish. Okay. Yeah, Triple G was probably like the star pupil to come out of the Summit Gym in Big Bear, California. Yeah, him and he went there as a relatively unknown and came out with he had 20, he tied the record 20 straight defenses at middleweight. He tied B-Hop. I don't know if he broke it, but I know he tied B-Hop. Tied that record, yeah. Don't know if he broke it. But anyway, he's still active, I guess. I never heard anything about him officially retiring. But he's from Kazakhstan. Had multiple middleweight world championships, the two-time former unified champion. He had the WBA super version of the and WBC and international boxing titles at varying points between 2014 and 2023. And he challenged once for the undisputed super middleweight championship, came up short. That was the pay-per-view sparring match between him and Canelo. Yeah, Triple G. But yeah, I would say he's the most star pupil that came out of the Summit Gym. And currently, he has 45 fights. He's won 42. Only lost 2. Only 2 losses to Canelo, right? 1 draw, 37 by knockout. Not a bad knockout rate either. 37 knockouts, 42 wins. That's not bad at all. I don't have my calculator with me. I'm in my other office today. But that's not bad. But yeah, big Triple G, part of the star pupil out of the Summit Gym, Big Bear, California. Then we had Joe Gallagher over in the UK. Natasha Jonas came out of there. You know, she's pretty good boxer. I think she's a world champion now. Natasha is. She's one of Joe Gallagher's star pupils over there. Yeah. I don't know if Natasha is a champ. I think she is. I know she was. Yeah, she was. She's a two-time world, two-weight world champion. Okay. She had the unified WBC and WBO junior middleweight since 2022. Okay. She's a junior middleweight. She won a bronze medal in the junior welterweight division at the 2011 European Championship, right? And she won a silver at the 2012 Amateur International Boxing Association World Championships, okay? And currently, she's still an active fighter. She has 18 fights, 15 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 9 by knockout. That's not too bad for women's boxing. 9 out of 15 knockouts. Don't forget the raffle. Have you got your ticket yet? You got to October 12th, but don't wait. Jump on out there and get your ticket now, okay? Then we had Robert, the 5th Street Gym. Muhammad Ali was the star pupil out of there. Then we had Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy. Of course, his brother Mikey, you know. Is Mikey retired? Mikey Garcia was Robert's star pupil. But he had a lot of good fighters out there that came through his academy out there in California. Talk about Mikey, since that's his brother. That was his favorite pupil, I guess, was Mikey. And Mikey competed from 2006 to 2021. Mikey had a 15-year career, okay? Had multiple world championships in 4 weight classes. He fought from featherweight all the way up to junior welterweight. And he went to welterweight that one time and challenged Earl. I thought I saw something fight, but fell short in that one. But Mikey had a good career. I think Mikey's had a Hall of Fame career. What y'all think? I think so, yeah. If I was voting, yeah, I would put Mikey in the Hall. Mikey had 42 fights, won 40, only lost 2, and had 30 knockouts. Mikey Garcia, yeah. I would say he had a Hall of Fame career, yes. Okay. And then Mayweather Boxing Gym, Gervonta Tank Davis was there for a while. He's probably, other than Floyd himself. Floyd got a fight coming up. Is it this weekend? Against John Gotti. Yeah. Remember last time? They had a riot. Yeah, Gervonta Tank Davis Came out of the Mayweather box. He was there for a while. Current face of boxing. Undefeated. He have now, I believe he's 30-0, 28 knockouts. Outstanding knockout rate. Wow. I'm gonna have to do that by hand. Let's see. 30, 20. I know it's 90 something. Bear with me for a minute. Do that with 27. I'm doing it in my head. Yeah, I'm bad like that. Yeah, that's 90%. 93%. 93%. Wow. 93.3%. And only people with the distance was who? Pitbull and I can't remember the guy's name. I see him looking right at him, but I can't remember. But yeah, Gervonta is currently the WBA champion at lightweight. Okay, having held that since 2023. Was supposed to fight Loma in November. Might still fight him, who knows? I'm not going with that not in the mood nonsense. I think they still going to get it together. Maybe. Or Shakur. He's one of those who can find. But yeah, 30-0, 28 knockouts, 93.3% knockout rate. Gervonta Tank Davis, star pupil out of the Mayweather Boxing Club. Yep. Yeah. Nobody knows. You don't need sleeping gas and tank around. Oh, no way. And we're gonna drop the link at like at 3:30. Then we had I missed Engel. Engel would probably be Kell Brook out of the Engel Boxing Gym over there in the UK. Kell Brook was probably one of the biggest names to come out of there. Everybody remember Kell. I don't know if I would say he had a Hall of Fame career, but he had a pretty good career. He won his last fight against the grudge match against Amir Khan. Stopped him. What was it, the 5th round? Stopped Amir. So he ended his career on a very high note. Yeah. And Kell had a few world champions. He had a 18-year career. So Kell started way back in 2004. All the way to just retired 2 years ago, 2022. I did not know he fought way back in 2004. Wow. Did anybody know that? Kell Brook went all the way back there, man. And he had the IBF welterweight title from 2014 to 17. Okay. I think that's what he lost it to. Earl, right? Yeah. And he went up and challenged Canelo for his middleweight title in 2016. That didn't work out too well. That was his first time he got his orbital. But no, it was Triple G, not Canelo. Triple G, excuse me. Triple G. He had both orbital bones broken. Triple G broke one and Earl broke the other. And in 2017, Kell was ranked as the world's best active welterweight by Ring Magazine. And he finished his 18-year career with 43 fights. He won 40. He only lost 3. And lost to 3 big names. Triple G, Triple G, Earl Spence, and Bud Crawford. A lot of people lost to them 3, so Kell has nothing to hang his head about. Great career. 28 wins by knockout. I don't think it's quite Hall of Fame, but yeah, great career for Kell Brook. Yep. And finally was the Romanza Boxing Gym down in Mexico City. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the top fighters to come out of there, and his brother Rafael Marquez. But I would say Juan Manuel was a bad guy. He had a great 4-fight series with Manny. Manny probably should have stopped at 3 because that 4th one didn't end too well for him at all. But a great series. Other than that last fight, he caught Manny with that. I think it was the overhand right. But I talked about when I was doing the overhand, when the overhand was the punch of the week. He feinted to the body, brought Manny's hands down, came over the top, blew, put him out, put him to sleep. That was textbook overhand right. Textbook overhand right. Yep. Juan Manuel Marquez. Yeah. He competed for 21 years, 1993 to 2014. Longevity. We can ready to drop the link too, and this link is for everybody. We need Remo by at least by a quarter to 4 to give us that preview. And yeah, he competed 21 years. Yeah, was world champion in 3 different weight classes. He held titles from featherweight to lightweight, and went as far as I don't know if he fought it. I know he went as far as welterweight. Did he go to junior middleweight? Anybody? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think welterweight was the furthest Juan Manuel won. I could be wrong. I know he started at featherweight, then he came to all of them: super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight. It should be on. Yep, welterweight. He didn't go to junior middleweight. I was right. Okay. He had a total of 64 fights in his career. He won 56. He lost 7. He had 1 draw, 40 knockouts. And Juan Manuel is the type of fighter that I would say could compete in any era. He's one of those kind of fighters. Juan Manuel Marquez, he could compete in any era. In all those weight classes I named. Featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight. Yeah. Juan could compete in any era. Al Booger in the building. What's up, Al Booger? How are you today, bro? Where's my ink pen, man? There it is. Okay, I'm getting ready to drop the link. Okay, anybody want to come chop it up or chop it down? Tell me how much you like the show, or tell me how much you hated the show. Just hit the link. That's all. Just get ready to go in. I'm an expert at dropping links now. Now watch me mess it up. Where's Thomas Hill? I haven't seen Thomas Hill this week. You guys seen? I know he was feeling a little under the weather at the end of last week. I'll give him a call. Okay. Let me get this link in. I might have to be quiet for a minute. But bear with me. Don't leave. Everybody just hit the like button. Just go get one of your other phones and hit the like button again. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's up, Just Do? Coming up in about a half hour. The Voice. Just Do Boxing. Giving you that balanced, unbiased boxing talk. Salute, Just Do. Good to see you today, bro. Okay, I was putting the link in, right? Is that what I was doing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I got carried away. Sorry. It's coming. I'm feeling good today. Here with my peoples. Tuesday. It'll be the weekend in a couple of hours. Watch. Y'all know how these weeks be jumping by here. Be asking y'all, telling y'all have a good weekend soon. That's my link. What's today? The 13th, right? Yeah. Work with me, phone. Work with me. Sometimes these phones are too smart, man. Okay. Hey. I'm talking about oh snap. What's up for oh snap? The phone. Okay, there it is. Yeah. There it is. All right. There's the link. Oh, Thomas Hill in the hospital, just what? Oh man, I did not know that. Yeah, because he was feeling bad at the end of last week, I remember. Oh man, damn. I'm gonna have to call him. Wow. Oh man. I hope everything be okay with it. Okay, thank you, Jess. I just did not know. Wow. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'll call her. But tomorrow is the longest reigning champions in each weight division in boxing history. Heavyweight to strawweight. And then Thursday, the Boxing in the State series continues with Hawaii. And like I've been telling you, Hawaii has surprised me with the history it has in boxing, man. A lot of boxing around World War II, military boxing, on the Navy ships and on the Army bases, a whole lot of military boxing. We're going to talk about that Thursday. And then Teofilo Stevenson. It's a profile Friday. They haven't seen Joe. Oh, you spoke with him? Okay, just do. He's in good spirits. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Oh, yeah. Teofilo Stevenson is the profile Friday. And Joe ain't in here. I go back and forth with Joe. They was trying to make Teofilo Stevenson and Ali in the 70s. And I was trying to tell Joe, early 70s, I would pick Ali, but late 70s, Ali got beat by Trevor Berbick, man. So the Ali that lost to Trevor Berbick is not beating Teofilo Stevenson. No. And Teofilo was strong at that point. He was still winning gold medals. He won gold 72, 76, 80. Joe said he was a grown man fighting kids, but hey, he can't help it if his country didn't, support professional boxing. And he wasn't going to, He wasn't going to leave because he loved his country. I was just saying it yesterday. You know how Ugas came over on the boat? What do they call that? He wasn't going to put it in their chat, somebody. But he wasn't going to do that because he loved his country. So he just stayed in the amateurs all that time. But his fault. And he's one of 3 boxers to have 3 Olympic gold medals back to back to back. Him, Laszlo Pat from Hungary, and another Cuban, Felix Saban. Yeah, those 3. But there's somebody. Oh, that's Remo. Now I gotta find my cursor. I'm having all kinds of problems. There it is. What's happening, Remo?
What's going on, man? How's everything?
Okay. What's up with you today?
Nothing, man. Another day, another dollar, brother.
That's all. You like to enjoy the show today?
Yeah, I think I missed a part. Did Gleason's make the list?
Who?
Gleason's gym.
Yeah, Gleason's was the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you must have missed Gleason's. I had a good thing on Gleason's. You had the guy that originally started. His name was Bobby Gagliardi, but he changed it to Gleason's to please it was a large Jewish population up there that supported boxing around that time, like the 40s. So he changed his name to Gleason's. That's how it became Gleason. Yeah, they made it.
Where it is now, it wasn't the original location, though.
Is it still in the Bronx now?
No, Gleason's
where's it?
It's in Dumbo, Brooklyn.
Ooh, Brooklyn, okay. Yeah.
It's underneath the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I've mainly talked about the old location. But is it Bruce Silverglade? Is he still runs it, right? Guy named Bruce Silverglade? I think that's.
I'm not sure. I went in there recently. I've been in there recently.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Gleason's gym. Yep, they made it.
They do a lot of the police athletic league fights.
Oh, they have fights there and stuff. Police athletic league fights. Okay. Yeah. We back around to Wednesday almost again. These weeks are going by, man. It seems like you every day instead of once a week. Wow.
I feel like I'm editing. I feel like I'm editing something every day these days.
I'm serious, man.
It got me working.
But it's all good. Keep you busy.
Yeah,
Doing a
yeah.
good job with it, What we got for this week?
Well, tomorrow we're talking to a musician.
Oh, okay.
Produces, he raps, he's gonna rap
Mm.
groups, he does covers with live bands, and he's from New York, so he kind of gives you the side of his view on being from New York and growing up around the culture and being into music at a really young age, and how that kind of all molded and brought everything into one. Pretty good conversation.
Does he have any music out? Has he ever made any music? Oh,
Yeah, he's made music. He's produced. He
yeah.
got his own studio where he does like
Mm.
engineering for people as well. So
Okay. Oh, that's
he's really
cool.
like into the whole thing, like into music itself.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
good.
sounds like a good one. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm, I'm doing the show you gave me tomorrow on the longest reigning champions in each division tomorrow.
yeah, man. I just think people got to be highlighted for keeping their belts instead of positioning them to go up to next fight weights and all of that. Just
Yeah,
for
I know. I don't like that. Yeah. What you think about that fight Saturday? You think the judges got it right? It was close, but the main event. What you think
uh,
about that?
I don't want to say that he got robbed,
No, I
but
wouldn't call it a robbery. No.
I think Virgil might have got credit for a lot more shoe shining than he did was actually hitting the guy or
Yeah.
affecting him, you know. But
Yeah.
I just seemed it a little difficult for him to make up
Yeah. That's
those
what I thought.
4 points. Those 4 points was major.
Yeah, I didn't think he did enough to get past that. Plus, Chuck won a few other rounds too. So everybody act like those two knockdown was the only rounds he won or
Nah,
something.
nah. He started off. Virgil started off real strong, but then he started
Yeah,
tapering. He started tapering down like he got tired or something like that.
that's exactly what they said was going to happen to the commentators before the fight. They were saying if it goes long, it favors Chuck. Yep.
You gotta remember, Virgil only got shit. What's that? 14 rounds in the
I
last three
know.
fights. Three
Yep,
fights got 14 rounds in total. So it's like,
that's true.
and this is the
But
first time he made the weight because this is the first time he made the actual weight limit,
yeah, it was. Yeah,
which was a lot of factors going to him.
going to that. Yeah. I would rather see Virgil and Chuck rather than Virgil and Bud, but they you gotta follow the money, so I think that would be the better fight.
They over there, they discussing the money before the fight even finished. Shit.
Yeah,
I said
wasn't that
so.
something?
That's why I was trying to tell the brothers this morning. I said, as a casual
Terrible,
fan,
man.
you already telling me that it don't matter what the outcome going to be because the big money is the next one, not this one.
Yeah, all Virgil had to do was make it to the cards. He had it.
And then I question if he got knocked down. The knockdown was in what, the second round?
Yeah, that first one.
So why they didn't adjust it or say it counted until the fourth or fifth round? Like,
I
come
know.
on.
It's crazy, man.
That should have been dealt with in between the rounds.
Right
And
away.
right before the guys walked out,
Mm-hmm.
gave an update. Listen, man, that last knockdown it counted.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
I think it make a difference for Chuck knowing that he had to wait all that time to find out that he got credit for it. All
Yeah.
that stuff makes a difference, man. Mentally, you got that 2-point round.
Different way you gotta fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah. And I lost my train of thought for a minute there. Yeah. But yeah, they was talking about the fight. Oh, Harvey Doc, man. I think referees they should be interviewed. You know how the fighters have a press conference after the fight.
Yeah.
When a referee make a bad call like that, they should have to answer to the press for that, man. There's no kind of repercussions. Judges too,
Listen, just like in the NBA,
Yeah,
everybody has to be made available to the media.
that's right, man.
Coaches, players, everybody.
Everybody.
So I agree with you on that one.
Because I think it was cheating, man. He's a better referee than that to miss that knockdown. The feet wasn't nowhere there. I don't know how what did he call it? A slip?
Which one? The first one?
The first one, yeah.
The first one he called the slip. The second one I could have seen deemed a little bit more of a slip than anything, but
Yeah.
he got touched on the way down. But him losing his footing was from the logo on the mat. But you would think by now, the game 100 years old, that they would know to put a little bit of grip on those logos.
I know.
You know, like something got to give, like because when sweat starts going dripping, and them things, silicone. I don't know what you expect.
Yeah. What's up, BN Boxing News? In the building. Yeah, I didn't know T Hill was in the hospital. Wow.
Was it T Hill or his brother? I think I might have read wrong. I think it was T. I thought it was his brother, but somebody's in the hospital.
Yeah, Just said it was T Hill. I haven't seen him in a couple. I know he wasn't. He said he was up here last week. He said he wasn't feeling good.
Oh, praise to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Praise to everybody.
Yeah. I hope everything turns out okay for him. I'm gonna call. I got his number. I'm gonna call him later on. Yeah. How's the Friday show coming along? You and Ed coming along?
It's good. We back in the office. We'll be back in there this week. I leave. Might not get one next week, but because I'm away with the family. But this week you'll definitely get one for sure.
What are y'all, just general boxing talk, or do you have any kind of specific subject?
It's just all sports. We just go all around the place.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Give everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, because sometimes you get the actual boxing. Sometimes get overwhelming. Where it's.
Yeah, I know.
The difference between sides and like. It's more favorable to just like their favorite versus talking in general.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I you need a little break. So we chop it up. We'll be talking some Olympics this week.
Yeah. Speaking of Olympics, how you like that game against when they had to come back?
This has been the most entertaining Olympics.
Yeah, it was. Good.
Ever across the board. And you know why? I think they brought the attitude era into Olympics. Olympics is real and everybody's like bowing to each other and all of that, praising their flags. But even like the girls, Sha'Carri, she's running and she got them beat. She giving them a hard stare.
Yeah.
Got the photo finish with the guys with the.
Oh, that was something. Yeah.
A torso. That's TV right there, man.
Yeah, and that was the first time he had led in the entire race. Was right there,
Exactly. You got the girls basketball. They've been kicking ass. They won 61 straight games. All since like the 80s or something like that.
I know, way back there, like 30 years.
They 61 games undefeated. The guys, they went to a photo finish. They had to bring out all the big dogs this time. Steph Curry. Yeah. He got his first gold medal ever time competing. It was overall great. So,
I was surprised by that. I had just thought Seth had been before, but nope. Wow.
But remember, like ankle injuries and stuff like
all that. Yeah.
Early career,
That's true.
But it's good he got the way before he retired.
Good. The big guns went this time though. Yeah. And they still got that head. They always get one scare nowadays.
Listen, man, but that's the difference. That's a sport. Mm-hmm. That's like what you called it yesterday. WWE is not scripted,
Right. Yeah. But I didn't know this. I was reading somewhere the original Dream Team in '92 with Jordan and Bird, Magic, and all them.
Yeah.
They said they never called the timeout the entire Olympics.
Man,
That's how good they were.
I seen so much stuff that came out with those teams. I seen them talking about that nobody wanted to be the top scorer in the '96 Olympics. That was with Penny Hardaway, Grant.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Nobody wanted to be the top scorer because everybody who became the top scorer ended up having to go take a PP test, PED test. Everyone.
Oh really?
Yeah, so they try to avoid that by not being the top scorer.
Wow.
That was
why that is the top scorer. I did not know that.
Yeah, they said what's the name used to score all the points and they used to let him Karl Malone.
Yeah, the mailman.
Saletta, man.
Wow.
There's good little stories you get out of this stuff, man. You know?
Yeah.
I think they did a good job by putting, overall, the U.S. has to really train as hard as they must because the world is catching up, whether we believe it or not.
Yeah.
The world is
Do you
catching up.
think like those teams play together like more than our Olympic team? We throw ours together all fast and go over there, but those teams playing games damn near all year and stuff, man. Those other countries.
Yeah, they play within the FIBA all year round. So.
Now let me ask you this then, Remo.
Shoot.
Now, do you think like send the NBA champions, the regular team would do better than the All-Star team, or just send the All-Stars? Like the Celtics won the title, you think they would a regular team that play together all the time would be better to send them?
I don't think so because look at I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Why not? One of the best players on the Celtics didn't even play in 2 of the games.
That's true.
Tatum didn't even play.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. And he's got the big contract, he's got this and he's got that, but he still wasn't good enough in the coach's minds, not in my mind, but in the coach's mind.
Yeah.
That they felt comfortable to put him out there to help us bring home the gold. Like,
Let's see how good the team was. Jason Tatum riding the bench. That's crazy, man. Wow.
But those are the teams that are playing with synergy, man, and passion. They play hard.
I know. And the U.S. is like their gold medal game. You can be like in the first round, but you playing like every time you play the United States, you playing your best. They're gonna get every team's the best game. Everybody the United States plays, And
they up in your jock strap every minute of the game.
Yes.
Because imagine waiting 4 years for these games. Like you're waiting 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
That's a long time. I ain't mad at them. I'm not mad at them.
4 years.
And guess what? When everybody's complaining about who's the pay-per-view star and all this other stuff, they didn't have one set location for any of this shit. It was on every network that NBC owned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you wanted to watch them, you found a way to watch it. Boxing got to take that motto, man. Stop caring so much about who's this star or that star. The key is just give it to the people and they'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Give them the best though. Don't give them what you want to give them. Give them the best.
What's happening there?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I actually had a similar thought to you, Cass.
What was that?
What you just mentioned about some of the more auxiliary or role players, however you want to phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day.
Yeah.
And I was saying that it must have been an adjustment period for some of those guys to play together because with these U.S. teams, these guys are the guy on their respective teams.
That's right.
So it must be somewhat of a challenge to take a back seat or to sacrifice.
Humble.
It has to be, yeah.
It could be that too. It could be a mentality thing, like the humility, or just also having to play off the ball when you're typically on ball.
Yeah.
That's
catching
true.
and shooting, just different things like that. With the role players, they have to be stars in their roles. They have to excel at certain things.
That's
like if you're a spot up shooter, you're a spot up shooter. If you're a defender, if you're a energy guy, spark plug type of guy, that's what's expected of you. You just do that one thing. But when you're the star and the ball is typically in your hands, or you're playing the bulk of the minutes, having to sit down or being relegated to a spot up shooter in some instances, I'm pretty sure it could be a challenge to adjust.
That's true. You just can't get on the Olympic team and do that,
And you only get 40 minutes of running time. You don't get 48. That's eight less minutes right there alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? Coaching has nothing to do with the Olympics, and people think it does. You can coach your ass off if you want to. These guys, they know who's what before anybody tosses a ball in the air. They know who's secondary, who's the shooter, who's the last second guy, who's the marksman. They know, because when you're in the gym with somebody, you know who's what. Like, you know who's that. Coaching
They
is
need-
there just to keep the egos in check. That's more
They
than
need-
anything.
Somebody to make the substitutions and all that.
That's it. That's it. Somebody to blame when they go wrong. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, if they lose, yeah. Who
Yeah.
coached them that you'll be remembered forever then? You was the coach of the U.S. team that lost the Olympics.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
That's
still great for TV though. Even the teams that lost, you know what I'm saying? Like they I don't know if Ant could attest to this, but a lot of those players that, you know, play with heart and pride
Mm-hmm.
and they're not in the NBA, sometimes people in the NBA should look at themselves like, what am I doing in the NBA that these guys are playing with everything they got, man.
Yeah. Especially against the United States. Like I said, you're going to get your best game from everybody you play every game, man, you know?
Yep. Big shout out to the South Sudan. Big shout out. They lost, but you know they came basically from nothing, man. I think they got less than 10 years experience in the total Olympic type of format, whether it be FIBA, playing or any of that. So, and it's all been funded by Luol Deng.
Really?
Yeah, no sponsor.
Less than 10 years. Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty dope, man. I don't know how long they've been an independent country. I don't even think it's that long for them total. I don't know if it was like 25 years in total or something like that. Something to that manner. They broke apart, but that's just, you know, for them to be there. Like, I think we take it as for granted in the U.S., but those guys in the other parts of the country, man, they take.
Why did they wait?
Huh?
I was just going. Why did they wait 4 years for every Olympics? Why not every 2 years?
Because I think there's other little things in between it. There's the world games, there's World Games, there's FIBA games, there's a whole bunch of. I think they try to hit who's gonna end up in the Olympics by those type of games in between.
Okay.
You know, and I see there was one lady. She's a gymnast. She tore her ACL twice or something like that, and she actually got the bars, the uneven bars, the two different level bars, and helping her land and everything. But she just, the pride for her country just made her just compete and just show up and just, you know, she knew she couldn't perform the way she could, but for her country,
come back. Yeah, two tears.
That was very commendable of her.
Yeah,
you know?
Be out there. Yeah,
bigger than sports sometimes for some people.
Yeah, I know. She's been training her whole life and everything.
Yep.
That's why I don't like it when politics, like back in the 80s, when politics got involved and stopped the people from going to the Olympics, you know. That was terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless they put some big money into boxing and U.S. boxing, it might go away. You might have to. U.S. guys might have to actually, like, you know, dual citizen somewhere else in order to, if they really
box for somebody else,
get that opportunity. But like, there's no base stage for Olympics. Like,
I didn't really pay that much attention to the boxing this year.
Yeah, it's going away. But
yeah, I know.
Sad to say, but like some of these entities, WBC and all these other guys, I don't know which one is stationed in the United States, but whatever one should be implementing some of that money into the programming and getting the Olympics and funding that. And getting enough money off of different belts and interims and regionals, and you know. Yeah. So
that's what it takes.
I gotta figure out a way, man. I know they got Tank as an ambassador for the Olympics, but they need somebody. It should have been somebody like a Shakur or somebody that really took pride in actually being an Olympian prior to.
He's been there, won the medal and everything. Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Hey, they gotta figure out a way to do this, or the sport will go away.
Oh, no question. They got 4 years. Well, not really, because they have all those other little tournaments in between, though. So, yeah.
Yeah, but if they don't, I don't know if they're guaranteed a slot. If they don't, you know what I mean, do what they gotta do, because all these Uzbekistan and all these other places, they fighting from a different source of necessity. They're fighting, hunger, trying to get out of third world poverty. It's a little different.
Yeah. Okay, that's about 4.
That time. All right, man. Y'all be safe.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while, Ant. Been busy? Everybody's gone. Okay. That's another Cat Sports. Appreciate Remo and Ant McQueen for coming up on the panel. It's time for The Voice. Tomorrow is the longest reigning champions in each weight division. Don't miss it. I will return tomorrow at 2 p.m. Because if it's a Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., it's the Boxtorian bringing you all that boxing history. Now let's go see what The Voice is talking about. Everybody have a great day. This is Cat Sports. See y'all tomorrow.